A family dog attacked in its own backyard in Virginia Beach. The injuries so severe he could not be saved.
Animal control is still investigating. They don't know what or who is responsible, leaving the entire neighborhood on edge. Robert Boyd has the story.
Well, people living here in the Bay Lake Pines neighborhood are very concerned. A 100-pound Rottweiler attacked and taken down in its own backyard. And now these neighbors are wondering whose pet will be next. On any given day, you'll see more than a dozen people walking their dogs on Battery Road.
When we heard that a dog the size of a Rottweiler was taken down by an animal, that raised everybody's alarm.
This is a picture taken from the dog owner's Nextdoor app. The 4-year-old Rottweiler named Bruno was by himself in a fenced-in backyard at this house Sunday afternoon. The owners declined to comment, but we did speak with the next-door neighbor about the attack.
My understanding is that it was the hind legs and the back, the back part of his body, attacked enough that they couldn't save him.
Neighbors can only wonder what deadly creature slinking through their woods is responsible. A fox, maybe a coyote, or even a bobcat.
So we just started walking around telling everybody to get the word out, because everybody has dogs or children that are playing in the backyard.
Animal control says it's an open investigation and won't even confirm an animal caused the attack. Melissa Montoya is taking extreme caution with her dog, Pickles.
Try to keep him on a leash and don't leave him out by himself. He wouldn't be able to defend himself against something like that.
Patty Bendit says she loves her dogs too, but they're not the most important thing on her mind.
I have 2 small grandsons also that, we're concerned about. I don't want them being jumped by a bobcat either, or a coyote.
Sarah says whatever is out there, one death is too many.
It's sad we're going to miss him, because we always took treats out to him. And, he would come over to the fence and we'd talk to him. He was a nice, gentle dog.
Some of these neighbors even say they'll be putting up security cameras to catch this creature if it comes back. In Virginia Beach, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.
Roads have reopened in Virginia Beach tonight after a mulch fire caused problems for several hours. Fire officials sent us these 2 pictures from Taylor Farm Road near Mulch Landing Road. Smoke from the mulch fire could be seen miles away. We're told some kind of vehicle was also burning. Police tell us the area was closed to traffic for several hours as the fire smoldered. The fire did not spread to any buildings. No one was hurt, and no word yet tonight on how that fire started.
For years, a local mother has took on the issue of bullying. Her passion came to light after her daughter was brutally attacked on a school bus.
Yes, the story continues here. Now she's turning to the public to help spread the message on roads across Virginia. Chinu Her has the story.
Anti-bullying awareness is a passion for Shante Miller. She's been doing this for years, and now she hopes other people can get on board. She wants to put her organization's logo on Virginia license plates, but it is a process. In the end, she's hoping it'll look like this, the logo right there, and a slogan across the bottom. After all she's been through, 16-year-old Ayanna Miller is thankful her mother, Shante, has walked by her.
I think she's a superhero. Like, that's how I see her in my eye.
In 2012, when she was just 11 years old, Ayanna says she was brutally attacked on the school bus by her bully.
It's a blessing that my daughter's still here, and not a lot of parents can sit and say that their children are still here.
Now Ayanna works side by side with Parents Against Bullying, an organization in Hampton her mother leads.
And I love seeing, putting a smile on people's faces when I'm doing something positive with what was negative that happened to me.
They're hoping to get their Parents Against Bullying logo on Virginia license plates across the state. So far, they've gotten support from people all over, garnering nearly 2,000 signatures online. They've also gotten the backing of Senator Mamie Locke. Now, they just need the 450 pre-orders so a bill can be drafted and it can be passed at the next General Assembly.
Once they sign that bill, we want to be able to turn over our 450 prepaid license plates.
Ayanna says she's encouraged by her mother's dedication to not only her life, but for other kids.
It's not just for her. This is a mess that we have turned into a message.
In Hampton, Chinu Her, 13 News Now.
A young boy suffered a big scare at the bus stop this morning in Virginia Beach. Police say the boy was sitting in a driveway waiting for the bus when a car pulled into the driveway and ran right over him. This happened on Drew Drive in the Level Green neighborhood. A woman who works at the boys' after-school daycare heard what happened and rushed to the scene.
His mom is really emotional about it, but basically the whole daycare is torn up about it.
Thankfully, the boy's injuries are minor and he should be okay. We are told charges are not pending against the driver.
North Korea's latest ballistic missile launch brings us closer to war. That is what U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley said to the world leaders during a UN emergency meeting. She told the UN Security Council that the United States does not want war, but, quote, make no mistake, the North Korea regime will be utterly destroyed. Haley is calling on all countries to cut ties with North Korea. Russia's UN ambassador wants the U.S. and South Korea to cancel military drills scheduled in the coming weeks, worried those drills will ignite tension. We soon may have the official winner in the tight race in the 94th House District race seat. Democrat Shelley Simons filed for a recount today after losing to Republican David Yancey by just 10 votes. The winner will represent Newport News, but no matter the outcome, the GOP will keep control of the House of Delegates. The results of two other close races were certified this week, leaving Republicans with 51 seats and the Democrats with 49.
New details tonight in the latest shocker in the chain of sexual misconduct allegations. Matt Lauer was fired from NBC News and is facing numerous allegations of inappropriate behavior. NBC says two new employees have come forward with complaints since the story broke this morning. ABC's Maggie Rulli has more.
Good morning. Breaking news overnight. Matt Lauer has been terminated from NBC News.
Her voice trembling, Savannah Guthrie delivered the news she herself had learned just hours before.
Our chairman has released a statement saying a colleague had come forward reporting behavior in violation of our company's standards. How do you reconcile your love for someone with the revelation that they have behaved badly?
There have been rumblings for some time that a story was in the works about Lauer, but for many, many people, including many NBC staffers, this was a huge shock.
NBC now confirms that two new employees have come forward with complaints against Lauer, adding to a report released by Variety detailing a 2-month-long investigation into Lauer's behavior, citing interviews with at least 3 women who identified themselves as victims of sexual harassment by Lauer.
That's what we kept hearing from multiple sources, that the problem with Matt Lauer is he had so much power that nobody wanted to speak up.
In the report, Variety claims Lauer allegedly once gave a colleague a sex toy as a present and included an explicit note. Another female employee reportedly claims he summoned her to his office and then dropped his pants. And according to several accounts in the report, Lauer was allegedly known for making lewd comments verbally and over text messages. As for the accuser who went to NBC News Monday with her attorney, NBC News says the alleged inappropriate sexual behavior started at the 2014 Olympics in Sochi and continued for months after the games. Lauer's firing comes just 1 week after another network TV anchor, Charlie Rose, was fired from CBS after several women came forward with accusations of sexual harassment. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, New York.
Michigan Congressman John Conyers continues to fight sexual harassment allegations. The congressman's attorney says Conyers has no plans to resign. The 88-year-old Democrat is going to fight what he claims that he inappropriately touched several women who worked on his staff. Today, Conyers' wife was pretty fiery in defending her husband.
And you all just want to kill this man who's dedicated 53 years of his life to community service and helping people for a serial accuser.
The congressman returned to his home in Detroit, saying he feared for his family because of the media coverage. He does plan to return to Washington.